Wednesday, the 29th of April. I just realised today that it's nearly the end of the month. The days just seem to roll one into the other. And for those of you watching around the world, here in the UK, wherever, hope you're safe and well. And it's my pleasure to have you here this evening once again in my company. And we're going to play some music this evening from the next book in my piano book series, which is entitled Pianistic. There are 3 books in the Pianistic series, and for those of you who play the piano, you might like to add a new book to your collection because we've got all this time at home to play the piano, and these books really do offer, I think, some great new pieces that you will never have played before, because obviously there's songs that I've written, and a handful, of nice arrangements of some popular pieces as well. So let me explain what we're going to do tonight. We're going to be playing tonight from this book in the middle, the one with the red line, and this is Pianistic with the 1 on it. Okay, so there are 3 books in the series. I'll just explain. We have done a video here on the original Pianistic. Well, this is the one without the number. Why does it not have a number? Well, simply because we wrote this one first and then wrote that one, and so it was easy just to take off the 1. So that book contains some easier pieces, about grades 1 to 3, and Pianistic book 1 contains a nice selection of kind of intermediate pieces. They're beautifully ring bound, lovely printed, and we've got news tonight, something really exciting. There's a special offer on should you wish to treat yourself to a book, and I've also got some great news about how the books can now be purchased online but in digital format as a downloadable PDF, so we'll crack on to that. So to those of you who are joining me, we're live here in my studio. We'll start the music in just a few minutes, and last week we had a great fun with a silent movie evening where we played some silent films here in the studio and played piano accompaniment to them. And of course, silent film accompanying is kind of, if you think about it, it's like composing on the fly, as it were, which is great fun. So I'm going to be playing on my piano, so we'll be playing lots of songs from Pianistic, so hope the volume's good, hope you can see all the sounds. Do feel free to give us a thumbs up, send us a message, but as I say, wherever you are in the world today, please do stay safe, keep playing your musical instruments, and let's start off with a little number in the book. This is one of, I always say this is one of my favourites. They're all my favourites because I wrote them. But this one, I do know a friend of mine, excuse me, who's a professional brass player and composer, and he said he's been around a local city of ours and has actually heard somebody playing this piece at 1 or 2 music recitals. He doesn't know who it is, but he has heard it played in public, so that's really exciting for me. It's a classical kind of style piece. It's a cold and wet and windy day here in England, folks, so we're going to crack on with this little number. And this is from Pianistic 1, and it's called Dancing Leaves. There we go, nice little piece there, folks, entitled Dancing Leaves, and that comes from my piano book, Pianistic number 1. Now, that little piece is just one of 10 pieces available in each of the Pianistic series. Many years ago, when I was younger, I started writing music and found I had a bit of a flair, I think my high school music teacher said, for melody, and I started to explore different styles. And for many years I wrote individual pieces, but then decided to put them into a book. And of course then it grew and I started writing new material, and that's how the Pianistic series came about. So let's now press on now to something a little different in the book, and we're going to play a little bit of Latin American. As we say, it's pretty cold outside. So let's go for a little bit of the Raindrop rumba. When I was writing this book, I sat here one day thinking, I've got to think of another song to go in the book. And it literally started raining. And I thought, raindrop. So I just started messing around with ideas. And I thought, well, raindrops tend to start nice and gently, so I thought, well, we'll do some staccato notes. And I thought, well, we haven't got any Latin American in this book yet, so I thought, well, a nice easy style that people often learn to dance to is the rumba. So here we go with the Raindrop rumba. Here we go. There we go, short and sweet, and that's the Raindrop rumba from Pianistic #1. Now, if you're enjoying the music and maybe think, actually, I'd like a new piano book, and of course, it's a great time to add a book to your collection. It really is, and it's a chance to try and support musicians and composers like myself. It's a tricky time for us in the world because, of course, we're limited to what we can do in terms of performing. So, if you're interested in getting one of the books, there's a special offer on for the moment that if you purchase any Pianistic book from my website, so you're buying a physical book, you can order these via the website tomhorton.co.uk. I can ship them anywhere in the world, but you also get included a free Tom Horton CD album, okay, which will be signed, and I'll be happy to sign the books for you as well. So really, really nice. And if you fancy a digital copy of the book, you can also now buy and download the books via sheetmusicplus.com by searching for Pianistic or Tom Horton. Okay, so that's just a digital copy. Unfortunately, I can't send you a CD because I don't know who you are, because you'll be buying it from Sheet Music Plus. But if you buy a physical copy of the book, I'll be happy to include a CD with each copy that you purchase, and I say that's available from my website. So we're live here on Keyboard Skills Pro, folks. Thanks for joining me, and say wherever you're watching in the world, hope you're safe and well. Now, it's a special day for me tomorrow because it's my good lady wife's and mine's 10th wedding anniversary, 10 years, and I wrote this song for her many, many years ago, and it's called Eternal Love, and I'd like to play this as a dedication to my lovely wife Jennifer, who I love very, very much. She's a wonderful life partner and parent to our 2 children, and this is called Eternal Love. This is from Pianistic Book 1 in the Pianistic Piano series. It's a nice kind of pop ballad. We'll have a listen to it. there we go. Eternal Love, which is the last song in the book, incidentally, of Pianistic number 1. Well, everybody, I'm having great fun here tonight. It's my pleasure to share the music that I've composed over the years with you. And I say, wherever you're watching, thanks so much for joining in. Do feel free to give us a thumbs up, folks. Send us a message. We'd love it to hear from you. And as I say, lots of hopefully nice music you'll enjoy listening to this evening. Just a quick reminder, folks, there are in fact 3 books, and there is actually a number 2 Pianistic, which contains some more advanced pieces, and we'll be looking at that in the weeks to come. But don't forget, if you enjoy the music and you think, actually, I've been looking for a new piano book, and you'd like to support me as a musician during this time, please do head over to my website to enjoy one of the books from the series. There's Latin American, there's jazz, there's swing, loads of things in here. And as I say, you can visit my website. In fact, on the website there's lots of information about myself. You want to read a little bit about what I do. There's tuition videos, there's audio CDs on theatre organ and so on. So lots of things on there. Do take a look at my website. And I say the books, we can send them anywhere in the world. And at the moment, if you treat yourself to a book or books, I will be delighted to include a CD album, one of my albums, absolutely free of charge, only with physical book copies, I'm afraid, folks. But if you are around the world and want the books even quicker, and you want to get yourself a digital copy for your iPad or tablet, do visit sheetmusicplus.com, and you can search for Pianistic or Tom Horton on there, and you'll be able to find digital copies of the books to download. So hopefully you'll consider that. Many thanks. Well, it is of course 8 p.m. in the evening, and here's a nice little number called Evening Time. One of the things that the books feature is that we have a nice ring-bound edge. This means the book lays flat. Lovely gloss covers, but also in the books we have performance notes. So you can actually read hints and tips about learning the pieces. And let me just read you the one about Evening Time, because this is quite a nice little thing for anybody watching in the US. And it says, picture the scene of a family sitting on their front porch somewhere in the American countryside on a summer's evening. Well, not tonight, it's very cold and wet. But with starry skies overhead, a guitar strums away with this little number. And then it goes on to talk about the chord sequences and so on. So little things like that, just to help you understand the music. Well, folks, here we go with this little number, and this is indeed a little number called Evening Time. Hope you enjoy it. There we go, and you can hear that kind of guitar strumming away there in the back. Nice little swing number. Little intro. And then we're into the tune. And actually, if there was words, it would probably go, Evening Time. Da, 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 whatever the words might be. So a little number there from Pianistic number 1, folks. That's called Evening Time. Little swing number. And what's great about writing music is it's a chance to come up with your own ideas. A lot of people ask me, where do the pieces come from? Well, a lot of my ideas come from moments of inspiration. You know, you hear a word, you see something in a film, you know, something might prompt a little idea. And I always loved the old films with you know, Bing Crosby and all those lovely old swing standards. So hopefully there's something there of kind of Moonlight Becomes You, a little bit of a capture of those wonderful old melodies there. With our live streams, folks, we've got some great ideas coming up for Keyboard Skills Pro. We're going to have some themed music evenings. We've got a James Bond night planned. We've got a movie theme night planned. We've got a jazz night. We've got a keyboard night. I'm also going to do a request night where in advance you can send in your requests for me to play on the piano. We're going to do piano and all keyboard duets where I'm going to duet with myself on the piano and the recordings on the keyboard. So lots of cool things coming up. And of course on the channel as well, there's lots of videos for tuition on piano pieces, organ, digital keyboards, loads of things. So if you're enjoying the channel, please do hit subscribe. Every Tuesday we have a thing called 2-minute tip, which as it suggests is a quick music tip in 2 minutes. Now, if you're watching, if you want to give us a thumbs up or send us a little message here on YouTube, please do so. It'd be nice to hear where you're watching in the world. And as I say, at the moment there's a lot of difficult things going on, but we're all trying to keep positive, and I hope you're enjoying these little music sessions tonight in the Wednesday evenings, just to, you know, share a bit of time together. And I quite like coming in here just to play you some music. So let's carry on with the next little tune in the book. And on my channel I've had a lot of requests for people to do some more Joplin rag tutorials. We've done maple leaf, so we're gonna do pineapple rag, and one or two other rags as well, probably entertainer. But I thought, well, not to be outdone by the great rag writers, I thought, well, I'll write my own rags. So this is a number called the, as it says on the book, if we can see that there, the Chromatic rag. And as it suggests, it helps you learn how to play in this chromatic, those who do piano scales, it helps you do that sort of thing. So here we go, folks, with the Chromatic rag. Hello, Christine, messaging in there, nice memories, many thanks. Yes, Christine, one of my lovely piano students, lives in my town. She has got this book, and I know she's had a go at the Chromatic rag. Christine, we must get in touch and have a catch up, but lovely to hear from you. And here we go with the Chromatic rag. What we should be doing is playing this on an old-time honky-tonk piano sound. So I'm going to do that now on my digital piano here, and let's carry on with the second part. Oh yeah! There we go, with the honky-tonk sound on my digital piano. That is the Chromatic rag. And it's a fun piece because it's obviously a take on the Joplins and all the great rag writers of yesteryear. But it has a lot of fun with chords, a little bit of miniature stride piano, and it has a sort of a middle eight with the piano going into minor there as well. So thanks so much for listening. Now we'll play a couple more pieces, folks, and we've been here now, I think, how long is it saying on there? 20 minutes of great, I've had fantastic fun. It's nice for me to be able to share these pieces with you. So don't forget, folks, if you're enjoying the music and you fancy treating yourself to a book, and it's a little way that you might like to support us musicians at the moment, head over to my website, tomhorton.co.uk, and you can treat yourself to an order there. Free audio CD with physical book orders only, and if you want to get yourself a digital copy of the book, you can now do that from Sheet Music Plus by searching Pianistic or my name in the search box. So there we go. Well, as I said, there are 10 pieces in every book. There are a couple of pieces in some of the books where they're not written by me, they're called arrangements. And so we have here, I Dwelt in Marble Halls, which is Michael Balfe's lovely operetta from the Bohemian Girl. That's got a nice arrangement there of that. And there's also Midnight Mambo. We'll finish with that in a little while. We've got some blues. And so the pieces are the Fifth Street Blues, Dancing Leaves that we heard earlier, Midnight Mambo, we'll finish with that. It's Only Minor, a nice Duke Ellington swingy piece. I Dreamt I Dwelt in Marble Halls, that's Michael Balfe's lovely operetta. His aria, which we're going to, the operetta, sorry, is the Bohemian Girl, I apologise, the aria is I Dreamt I Dwelt in Marble Halls, and that's an arrangement, Evening Time, which we heard, Joshua's Jiffle, that's a fun one, that's a little piece of my little lad Joshua, Raindrop Rumba, which we've heard, the Chromatic Rag we just heard a second ago, and Eternal Love, that nice pop ballad, so really, really nice tunes there. A lot of people always say how pleased they are when they get the book, that it's ring bound, in proper metal ring binding. The book is very sturdy, it lays completely flat. If I had my way, all music books would be ring bound by law, because I think it's just, you know, you always kind of bend books, aren't you, the pages turn. So it's just nice to have it there with ring binding. So folks, can I say to all of you who've tuned in, thank you so much for watching and taking up the time this evening to listen to me ramble on and to share my compositions with you. But as I say, it's a tricky time for performers, actors, musicians. We can't go out and play our concerts. I'm quite lucky because I can do work here. I can work with Alan's Music, the music shop I work with. I can do my teaching online, but some of my income has disappeared, of course, through the ability not to go and play organs and things at cinemas and places that I work. So if you feel like you'd like to support all of us where possible, please do consider treating yourself to a book if you play the piano. They've got chord symbols as well, so a lot of the pieces can be adapted very easily for the piano or for the keyboard or the organ. So that's very nice. Well, folks, we'll send you off with a nice sunny piece of music and hopefully some good vibes that we've generated here this evening. Stay well, stay safe, take care of yourselves. If you play an instrument, whatever it is, please do try and play it once a day. Even if it's just for a few minutes, it will make you feel so much better, I can guarantee you of that. This is Midnight Mambo. Imagine you're at a party and, you know, it's coming up to midnight, but the band plays on. Let's finish off with this. Here we go. There we go, the Midnight Mambo, which has got some quite tricky syncopated rhythms in there. Once you get your head around it, it's really good. So that's all the music, folks, not all the pieces, but a selection of the books there from Pianistic #1. Okay, Pianistic #1. It's the second book in the series and some nice intermediate kind of level stuff from about grade 3-ish up to about grade 2, grade 3 up to about grade 5. So those who've been playing for a couple of years, some nice pieces to go into. They're great books, I think, because once you've played them and you've learned a couple of pieces, you can put the book away and then months go by, you come back and think, oh, I'll have a go at that next piece. So as you progress, the books will progress with you, which is really nice. Don't forget, folks, you can order via the website if you fancy a book. a free audio CD with every book that is purchased. So if you want to order all of them, that's absolutely great. Just one, whatever, that's fine. I'd really appreciate it if you maybe consider that, adding one of the books to your collection. tomhorton.co.uk, and I can ship the books absolutely anywhere in the world. When you're ordering on the website, there's a button for UK customers. If you're in Europe or outside of Europe, please use the international customer button. If you fancy a digital version of the book, I've recently done a deal with Sheet Music Plus, and we've uploaded all the pieces as PDFs into the whole book, actually, as PDFs. So if you search Pianistic 1, 2, or just Pianistic, or my name, Tom Horton, in the search box, you'll find my area. There's also one or two other individual arrangements on there, including a rather cool version of Sit Down, You're Rocking the Boat from the musical Guys and Dolls. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Oh, by the way, as well as all the cool live stream ideas that we've got coming up, we're also going to do some virtual cinema theatre organ concerts here on Keyboard Skills Pro in the coming week, so hopefully watch out of that. We're also going to do another silent movie, but with a virtual theatre organ live accompaniment, so lots of ideas. And so yeah, it's fun to do this kind of stuff. Don't forget, every Friday, folks, there's a tuition video or a performance video here on Keyboard Skills Pro. Every Friday. It normally goes on about 7:30 in the evening, Greenwich Mean Time, UK time. And on Tuesdays, we have a rather cool 2-minute tip. And as it suggests, it's just a quick 2-minute tip, sometimes on the piano, sometimes for organ and keyboard, sometimes music theory. So a lot of content that we try and produce here to let you have lots of information. If you enjoyed this evening, folks, and you just enjoy my channel in general, please consider becoming a patron of mine on patron.com. Visit patron.com and you can subscribe to support the production of videos here on Keyboard Skills Pro, because obviously they don't produce themselves. We have to buy software, equipment, lots of different things, and produce the PDF. So if you'd like to support us musicians and creators, head over to patron.com. I know many of you watching probably will have already done that, and my sincere thanks to all of my patrons on patron.com. If you enjoyed it, folks, tonight, hit subscribe, share and like the video, and we will see you here again on another Wednesday. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, enjoy the music, and I will see you very, very soon, hopefully one day in the future. All the best, good night.